And so, take two. I'm Kevin.
I'm Heather.
And we're Goin Batty, and welcome to the Goin Batty dungeon, as we affectionately call it.
It's the basement.
It's our basement. We're planting seeds, and so we're wondering what we're getting started when we start planting our garden. And starting to plant a garden is it's the beginning of February. It's like February 3rd, and in Ohio, believe it or not, that's the time to start our cold weather plants. And so what Heather and I are going to do, well, all right, what Heather's going to do is she's going to show you some of that stuff. We have this awesome little tool that we use called the Clyde's Gardening Planner. Clyde's Gardening Planner. And it shows you, it moves like this, and you can figure out what to plant, when to plant, and how to plant.
So how that works is you need to know what your last frost date is. Ours is about the 17th, anywhere between the 15th and the 19th of April. So we kind of go in the middle and go 17. And knowing that, it'll tell you when to start your seeds inside, when to plant them outside. It's a really handy little thing to have. So please excuse the noise in the background. We're also kind of cleaning some stuff out.
It is
So that's
before
the
spring cleaning.
Yeah. Because it's actually 45 degrees today.
Yeah.
It went from being -7 to 45
Yeah.
in less
than a week.
Well, in less than 2 days. So,
That's right.
Yeah.
It's funny because Gina's actually underneath us right now looking for scraps. She's like begging for food, so I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Heather is going to show you the setup that she has, which is kind of new and kind of old, but we're spreading, we're growing, and we are expanding our operation. So I'm going to flip the camera around, and we're going to show you what is going on. So I'm going to flip it around. And that's our stairs. This is kind of all the stuff going on behind the scenes. We've got a closet that we have to clean out. The kids are working on that. And then we've got another project over here that we're working on. All right. So, this is the garden setup. Let me answer a question for Jack while you talk, Heather, okay?
Okay.
So, go for it.
So what I have here is, this is my heating mat. This is my grow
Up on my
lights
dresser.
and the little apparatus for it. And this is nice because it goes up and down. Well, it's not caught on something to go up and down, but you can move it up and down as your plants get bigger. And then, so I have a little like power strip here to plug in my heating mat and my grow lights. And then here I have where I'm going to start my seeds in the tray. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull this right because I don't need them up and down right now.
So we've got a workstation set up for
Yeah.
that has a piece of plywood, some edging around it so the dirt doesn't fall out, and she's building all of that on top of it.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fill my my little starter container here with dirt, and I'm going to start some cabbage, some kale, and actually some lettuce. And I'm going to start more than what I think I'm going to need because last year what happened is the cat got into him and ate my plants. So we're going to try to protect this so that he doesn't, because at first it'll have like one of those little plastic covers over it, and to kind of protect it from the cat. But as they get bigger, you may have some that don't do as well as others, so you always want to start more than you actually need. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this with, I've just got some potting soil here.
Hey, Life in the Up, you're joining us as Heather's beginning seeds for our garden this summer.
Yep.
Believe it or not, it's garden starting time in Ohio. And these are cold weather crops. What are you planting again? I'm sorry, sweetheart.
I've got cabbage,
Cabbage.
kale, and I'm going to start some lettuce just so that we can actually have it inside and we can use it for salads and stuff like that.
Cool.
So,
Awesome.
And I did ask on our live stream last night if anyone has any experience in starting onions from seed. I have quite a few onion seeds that have been given to me, and I've never done it.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if there was anybody out there who has any advice on how to do that.
About what? Starting to...
Onions from a seed.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Okay.
I would really love that. I would like to try to do that, but I don't know how.
So one of the lessons that we learned is we kept getting leggy plants, right?
Yep.
And one of the problems was that we didn't have it warm enough around the seeds that we were growing. And so this little kit that you see here that Heather's using with the metal bars here and the lamp on top, we got that out of our Amazon link, and we have a little Amazon affiliate link that helped us a lot. Heather, talk about the pad underneath and the light on top and all of the things.
So it's a heat pad underneath, and that helps in case you don't know what leggy is, it's where your plants will sprout up and then they'll start to want to flop over. And that means that they're I asked the old Alabama gardener, who is like the Mac Daddy of all things that you grow. I asked him why that happened. And he said, well, you either don't have enough heat or you don't have enough light, or both. And so we remedied that situation by, so I'm just kind of tapping it a little bit because some of these holes, like especially at
They'll
the
settle.
edges, they don't get enough dirt in them. Not dirt, potting soil.
Potting soil.
Soil is different to dirt. I learned that from Presto Bob.
Ah.
Dirt is just dirt, and
Soil
is actually living.
Soil has nutrients in it, huh?
Yeah.
Different bacteria and all
Yeah.
good stuff. Great.
Nematodes and things like that. I mean, he had all sorts of. So if you're looking to, how to make your own super soil, he has some really great videos on that.
Yeah, there's a lot of great gardening videos out there. Of course, there's the archive that Big Family Homestead has, Prepstetter Bob, and of course the old Alabama gardener. Life in the Up just said, cabbage grows well up here in Michigan. I would love to plant a garden, but I live in the woods. Years ago, I tried to grow things, but our season is too short. Now I only grow tomatoes. Hi, April. How are you? Welcome.
I just turned on the light so it's easier for you guys to see stuff.
There you go.
So,
Very nice.
Actually, I need something.
And that's the grow light that she has right there.
Can I have a boy
Miles?
go get me a pencil, please?
Oh, yes, a pencil.
Yeah. So we're going to start with, and I'm going to try to plant my oldest seeds first to see like how they do. Now, one lesson I learned is please do not put empty packets back in your seed thing, because I thought I had more cabbage than I did, and I don't. So, but we're going to start with and cabbage seeds are super small. So usually what I do is I'll do about 3 seeds in each one, and I think I'm going to do like this much cabbage, this much kale, that much lettuce.
Why 3 seeds?
Because if one of them doesn't take off, the other ones may. So
Didn't your grandpa have a saying around this?
No, this was for when he planted corn.
Oh, okay.
So when I was a real little girl, and he would just sow corn straight into the ground, but he would tell me that they had to be. I mean, I was tiny. I was like 3 to 5 years old.
Did you get the pencil, Miles?
And he would tell me that the seeds need to be planted 2 of my feet apart, and then they had to be 1 seed for you, 1 for the birds, and 2 for God. That's how he did corn. So, hey, Jack, I need a pencil, son.
There is a pencil, a marker behind you. Would that work?
Well, I need something so I can, yeah, that'll work. So, I like a pencil a little better. So, what I'm going to do is just put a little
divot
in the top.
There you go.
So that the seeds can go down in there. You're not planting them very deep. I believe cabbage, let me read the back of the package. They're like 1/4 of an inch deep.
Yeah.
So, and 1/4 of an inch is probably just about right there to that thing.
Here's an actual pencil.
Okay, I'm good now.
Okay.
This actually probably works better.
Here,
So I'm gonna put that little divot in.
I'll put stuff there. There you go.
There we go. And then we're going to put our... I'm always happy when my hands look like that. Alright, So
Those seeds are so small.
they're tiny. So we're gonna put in 2, 3.
And so she's basically going to do this whole thing, planting this whole entire thing. And is all this going to be cabbage or just?
No, I'm gonna do a third cabbage, a third kale, and then a third lettuce. Because like I said, I want to start having some lettuce here in the house. And you know, we can grow them under the grow lights for right now, and just be eating it during the winter time.
Then just put it back together the way it was, and we won't put it in the middle.
Sometimes it's hard because sometimes I get 4 seeds. That's all right.
It happens, right?
It happens.
It happens. Well, they're so small too,
Yeah,
you know.
small. And you can get a little thing that like, you know, counts them out, I guess. But I've never used one. I've always, and like I said, this is not, we are by no means experts at this. This is actually, last year was the first year I had any success starting my, my plants from seeds.
Yeah.
So, but I am getting better at it, and it was funny because Kevin was like, well, why don't we just buy the plants? And I'm like, I have to conquer this.
I have to conquer it.
I can't let it win. I have to be able to do this. Because if I'm able to do this, then I'm more self-sufficient than if I don't.
That's true.
But,
Very true.
all right, so we're going to, I don't want to lose the rest of my cabbage seeds.
This needs to go up to the burn thing when you're done.
We are going to do some, actually, you know what, I'm not going to do, yeah. I was going to do some spinach, but I think I'm going to wait on that. And I'm going to go ahead and do
Miles, this Christmas stuff combined in that Christmas bucket.
actually, I'm going to do not as many kale and a little more spinach. I'm just going to do like 1 row of kale here.
Miles, there's more in here.
Because off of a kale plant, you can get a whole lot of kale just off of 1 plant. So I'm going to do 1 little row here of kale, and then the rest I'm going to do spinach.
Guys, if you have any questions, please put them in all caps and we'll be happy to answer them. I know there's a lot going on with the Super Bowl coming up, and we've got a little Goin Batty Super Bowl party planned for our family tonight. But we figured we'd go live this afternoon so we could show you how we plant our seeds.
Yep.
And some of the other projects we've got going on, because that's a real deal.
Yeah. We're going to be making buffalo chicken dip for our Super Bowl party, which will be.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
I just wanted to do one row of the.
1 row of what?
One row of kale, because kale is, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
I saw a couple seeds bounce. That's funny. They're so small, man.
Yeah.
It just blows my
And
mind.
I'm going to do some spinach, because Katie and I, and it just got a little bit old. Spinach is easier. Seeds are a little bigger.
Yeah.
We might only do 2 seeds in the spinach. And the soil that I'm using, it is slightly damp. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put the seeds in, and then we're going to spritz it with water. I have a spray bottle with water here. So I'm going to get this, and then I'm not going to like cover it with the dirt that's already here. I'm just going to put a layer of dirt over top of it. A thin layer. So that way I'm not disturbing the seeds and moving them around.
Hi, Danny69. Hi, Adeline. How are you?
So we're almost done with we're done with our spinach. And then lettuce seeds are pretty small too, so we're gonna, so this one here, like I said, so that we can just have some fresh lettuce with, you know, the last bout of E. coli or whatever it was that they had with, you know, romaine lettuce is killing people. I'm like, you know, maybe I should just grow my own lettuce.
Yeah. How long does it take for seeds to get started and to start like sprouting?
It depends, and it'll usually
like a week, a 2 week.
It'll usually say on the back of the package, like it'll say like how, what kind of sun it needs.
It's plant pending, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and like so, like the cabbage, it says it matures. Like they'll start you need to start, like, the cabbage, you need to start 6 weeks before you plant them outside now.
Oh, wow.
If we plant it outside, we'll probably have to have a cover to go
Yeah.
there because there's a chance that we'll get frost again. But these will start germinating within about a week.
Okay.
Usually, sometimes it takes a little longer, sometimes it doesn't take as long, so it just depends. So, let me get these
Yeah.
guys out.
Yeah. Let me see. All right. So our kids' names are Katie, Max, Jack, and Miles. And they all got projects right now. And we have no scissors anywhere around.
In my hand, oh well.
Teeth it is.
Teeth it is.
Teeth when no scissors
My
exist.
grandpa used to say you had to eat a peck of dirt before you died.
That's right.
So,
But make it the good
oh
stuff.
yeah, and
Anything that's empty stays out. Okay?
these are tiny. So we're just gonna have to do a couple of these.
I know you're doing great.
This is like they were given to us when we started homeschooling.
Okay, so about 3. Sometimes I get 4 in there, but that's okay. Where that one had a little more than. Oh, I'm it's just kind of hard to get. And I've got, I'm almost done here, and I'll show you how I'm covering it up.
Well, I know.
Oh, I think they're blowing.
Um,
Put the rest of these back in here.
Take this entire thing and set it over there.
Okay, put those back. And then I am just going to take a little bit of dirt and just kind of gently rub it over the top, just so that it just covers those seeds, okay? Just sprinkle a little bit and gently kind of just move it. Like, you don't want to move the seeds around, you just want to make sure that it's covered.
We're gonna start a stack of Christmas in here.
Okay.
Christmas stuff.
Oh, good. Okay.
And then,
Miles, look at that. Take that.
there we go. Get all of those, oops, all of those covered up. And if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to ask them, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability.
That's
Like I
right.
said, I'm not by any stretch of the imagination like a master gardener. This is just what, you know, what worked for us last year and what I've learned from other people who have done this for a very long time.
That's right.
So it's always good to have, and I think that one of the great things about YouTube is that, you know, it used to be you had a mentor that helped you do stuff like that, and you know, you had to go to classes and everything, and that's still great, and I would totally recommend that for people, but it makes it so that you're able to get more information quicker. And so you're able to look up, you know, people who have gardened for years and years and years and find out some of the things that they are teaching people. So I'm going to right now take my water bottle and I'm going to move all of my seeds so I don't get them wet because I don't want them to sprout in their packages. We'll set those over there and I'll put them away later. And then I'm just going to spritz.
You got some seeds over here too.
Those are not, that one's empty. I'm going to throw that one away.
Okay. What about your Clyde's thing? Do you want that out of the way?
Yeah, let's move that over. So we're just going to spritz the top of it with water and get it pretty good and wet.
The cat will bother the trays. We are definitely concerned about Walter and his negative attitude when it comes to plants. So Heather's going to show you here in a second is how we combat that a little bit. The setup that we have allows for us to protect it a little bit, and she's going to show you what that looks like.
So the first one I'm going to use is I'm going to use one of these shorter ones because I need for that light, and we're going to kind of center this up a bit, and we need for that light to be pretty low on here because it needs to be warm, it needs to get the light, and
See how that works, guys? It's very adjustable, and it's very close.
yeah.
Now, the kind of light bulb that we have isn't going to, you would think it's going to melt the plastic, but it doesn't. I'm going to come in a little closer.
It's actually grow light, So,
Yep. This is actually a grow light, and it's specifically for
and
this.
this has been on for quite a while, and I can touch it, and it doesn't get that hot.
Yeah.
So, and then what we're going to do is we're going to plug in our warming mats.
There's a mat that's underneath this.
So I can show them.
There's a mat underneath this that keeps the soil warm so that the seeds can germinate better. And the way that she has it set up is that it's gonna reap the benefits of that heat.
So it has not super hot heat. I mean, it's just barely warm, but it's going to help keep that soil warm enough that those seeds can germinate. And then what little bit of heat is coming from the top too will do the same thing. So these are done right now. I just need to label them, which I can't find my popsicle sticks right now. So usually I label them and I stick them in there. But maybe I need to just get like a piece of cardboard here and for right now just label what they are.
Why is the other side lower than the other side? Well, probably just because no, this side's lower.
This side's lower? Okay.
Probably because we didn't adjust it correctly. There's no reason for it other than the fact we didn't. There you go.
Better?
That's better.
I can't tell if it's
You're fine. Just leave it that way.
that way.
This side's a little higher.
Okay.
There you go. It adjusts at the top where Heather's hands are.
That's right there. So, I mean, it's not going to hurt it if one is just, like a quarter of an inch
Off or whatever. But
we're going to let these go, and then you're going to leave, like if you have one of these, from what I read, you leave the heat mat on for like 12 hours.
yeah.
It kind of mimics outside. It's warmer outside during the day, it's cooler at night. And you'll shut it off, and the light. And then you'll keep it just kind of moist. You keep a spray bottle here and just kind of spritz it. Don't let it dry out, and then that way it'll be that warm, humid environment that they need in order to start.
So
and
there's
actually with this one, what I did is I will leave the light on until they sprout.
Did Walter bother this last year?
He didn't bother this once I took the cover off. Went upstairs to get water in my water bottle. Gone for like 3 minutes. Came down and he had mowed down every plant.
Okay. So what's going to keep Walter out of that?
He can't get this off.
He can't?
He can't. No.
Okay.
Once
He'll
I
try.
take
Once you take the what?
Once I take the cover off, that's when they're in danger. So.
Okay. All right. So one idea that has been offered, let me look real quick. Danny69 says, put pad and tray in the bottle of metal pet crate and put light above to keep Walter out.
That makes sense.
That does make sense. So we actually have an old crate that Gino used to stay in, and we could set that up and put all of this in here.
Yeah.
So that's a good idea. We're going to try this. If Walter digs into this, we're going to keep trying, but we have another plan too that we're going to try to keep him out on.
Early enough that if something happens to him,
We can start again.
I can start him again.
Yeah.
So technically, I'm not supposed to probably start the cabbage until this coming weekend.
Yeah.
But if something happens, I can start him again.
The setup that we're looking at right here,
Yeah.
he could not get into
No,
last
he
year.
didn't get into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's important for us to note.
Yeah.
And we'll keep trying. We're also thinking we're going to buy another one of these setups because we're going to extend it over to right there where all the supplies are, so we can keep growing it and keep bringing it and widening it and all that kind of stuff.
So are we going to go upstairs and am I going to show them how to make the buffalo chicken dip?
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to say goodbye for a minute. Oh, hang on. Would it be possible to keep Walter out of the basement? No, unfortunately not, because Walter's life is down here. His poop pan's down here, and I said poop. And his food is down here. This is kind of where he comes to hang out and to do things. So we're going to leave that alone. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump off, and we're going to come back later live again, and we're going to have a whole different thing we're going to show you. We're going to show you how to do buffalo chicken hot dip.
Why don't we show our faces instead of down here?
And here, yeah, why don't we do that? I'm sorry.
around. There we
I'm
go.
sorry. There's our nuts and bolts of our guts of our dungeon. There
There
we
we
are.
go.
Okay. So we're going to come back because we needed time to finish the projects down here and get things set up for upstairs. And
I got upstairs set up already.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, then we need a little time to finish the projects down here. Once we're done here, we're going to come back live, and we hope you guys will join us.
I may not be able to do it in the crock pot because it'll be
Well, we'll
less
talk about
time.
that. We'll talk about that.
But
But
this
anyway,
is one that you can do in the crock pot too if you want to.
oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's planting the garden, starting the seeds, and getting ready to start seeds. I said planting garden. I did not mean that. I'm sorry. But thank you very much for joining us. Tell all your friends and neighbors that we'll be back in just a little while, and keep your eye on that YouTube live, live thing.
It won't be super long.
No, it won't be super long, but long enough that we can share a few stories with you and share this recipe with you.
I have bread raising upstairs, and with all the noise going on, I don't know if I can hear the timer. So I might have dough all over the place.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Hit that little notification bell so when we put a video out, you guys are the first to know. Thanks for watching, and as always,
More updates as we go.
maybe in 5 minutes. We
Yep.
don't know.
Bye.
Bye.